Hello there, I'm Comic Trash, and this is another speed draw video from Artfight 2025. This is my third piece, a character called Elmoira, who belongs to a creator called Misellapuella. I believe that's how you can pronounce it, if not, my bad. The character is very beautiful, and all the art by Hella is just beautiful. Gorgeous. Sorry if that's not the name you want to go by, but I'm just shortening it because I'm too dyslexic to keep saying that. And I really had a lot of fun with this character. As you can see, I used like quite thick dark outlines. A lot of the original art was like a painterly style or a Rococo painterly style, and so it's all quite like soft, unexplainably beautiful, well textured, quite 3D, less cartoony, and so I really wanted to make something kind of like pop art cartoony with this character, just kind of take her in like another direction to see how her design looked. And I did actually have a lot of fun with the character's design. She's got like nice and defined features without them being like crazy complex, except for the ones that are like her jewellery and makeup and everything. Well, not makeup really, she has pretty nice simple makeup, beautiful little blush and a lovely reddy pink lip, but her headpiece and like the bows and everything have a little more detail, but I don't think it ever looks over detailed or overworked at all. It's a really nice balance. She's got soft features but a lot of definition, and I think it looks really cool as it's designed together. And so it is a really cool design to get to just work on yourself, you know. I also chose to change the outlines to be a coloured version, mostly just to kind of fit with her softer colour palette. I feel like it looked a little bit too harsh with the blacks, but I do like the thick outlines, so I think it looks a lot nicer with the colour. Let me know what you think about that. And then the shading came on, and that was like quite a fun part for me, to be honest, trying to figure out the right colours. I kept changing like what version of the pink I was using before I finished on that one. But I do really like how that part came out, and I do think it helped like bring a lot of life to the colours that I'd put down. I did mainly try and use the colours from original art, but obviously with a painterly style it can be a little bit harder for me to catch that like proper midpoint. And as well with painterly style, you use a lot of tones beside each other and help like round it out colour wise, so that they do have like a quite warm human skin tone. But I did think it looked a little bit pale, the one that I colour picked for this. But I think when it got to the shading part, it brought a lot more life to it, especially putting in the details of her lipstick and the blush. I think that just made her feel a lot more alive than she looked in my drawing beforehand. She's like really quite an interesting character, I would say, looks wise. Story wise, I'm a little bit less clued in because like my game mods from a game that I've never played, I may have heard of, but my memory doesn't remember anything right now. As you can tell from my voice, I'm ill as hell. Have been since the 1st of July. Doesn't seem to be going away quite yet. Quite a pain, but you know, hopefully it'll be better soon. But it has really slowed down my Artfight like production, which I would be upset about, but Artfight is really just for me to have some fun and draw some characters that I've maybe never drawn before, especially this year. And so it's been 4 characters who I've never drawn at all actually, and they were all really nice and refreshing because I've been working on a comic which is, at the current point, is like a lot of just this character in a room, this character isolated. It is a point of the story that they're isolated, but it's drawing the same character over and over again does get very tiring. So Artfight's been a nice little break, even if it's coinciding with illness and moving, because life can't just, you know, give me a simple, you know, easy to manage deck of cards. Deck of cards? Hand of cards. That's the term I was meaning. But we make do with what we've got, and I think I did pretty alright with this. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.